sounds great. Call me tomorrow
No,
sometime.
let him know that this is the only Protoss player in this tournament.
Thank you. Bye.
You did not let him know that this is the only Protoss player in our tournament.
That wasn't the Pazuki guy.
Who was that?
It was, I ordered, you know my money clip?
Yep.
I ordered 2. I ordered one for Dan and one for Clutch. And
you didn't order one for me, even though you knew I want one. Wow.
You didn't say that you wanted one.
You're a terrible friend. Did you ask me if I wanted one? And didn't I say before that I wanted one?
You know what? I'll order one for you too.
Yeah, it's about time.
Will you guys come get my phone? Because the Pazuki guy's going to call, and I don't want to have to answer it on the set again.
I really love that they cut you off before before the break when you tried to tell one of your bitter stories.
No, I got the whole story out.
No,
they heard it. They heard it, didn't they, Elliot?
No.
See? Elliot says yes.
Nobody said yes. Somebody in chat asked, it's like, why is Rotterdam wearing a raincoat? Well, guys.
Because Kevin loves to wear jackets.
Yes. This is just the bottom line of the story. I truly love jackets. And if there's one thing that makes me truly sad about living in the US is at least that I live in this state where it's somehow, some way, even in October, 45 degrees every single day, and I just can't wear a jacket like ever. I bought a really cool leather jacket. I like to call them jackets.
Now in American, 45 degrees means 90.
Yeah. No, it's like 90 or 100. It's just so stupidly warm. And this one day it was a little bit cloudy, and a few times I went to the studio at night, certainly on a day we don't work there, and it actually was a few times really cold in here. So I just had, I don't know, I had my hopes and dreams up that it would be very, very chilly in the studio, and I could rock my jacket. But the truth is,
it's a little toasty.
It's really not a jacket day, guys.
Are you sweaty?
No, not at all. Because you know why, Ben? Because
you're going to start sweating when you start eating that Pazuki.
Because I took a shower this morning, and the temperature of my water was around 12 degrees.
Yeah, the hot water. This is actually kind of an embarrassing story. But anyway, I think this is something that everybody's screwed up with at least one point in their life. I forgot to pay the gas bill.
No, I've never done that, but I've also never.
You've never forgotten to pay a bill?
No. Why would I forget to pay a bill?
Well, most of my bills are on auto pay.
If I ever forget to pay a bill, it's definitely on purpose. That I did a few times.
Most of my bills are on auto pay, and I just I didn't realize that the gas bill was not set up to auto pay, so they cut off the gas. And as soon as I realized it, I was like, oh damn! So I call them, I immediately pay it, immediately pay the gas bill, and I'm like, okay, when can you guys turn the gas back on? Because I really want to take a shower. And they're like, yeah, it'll be 9 days.
Unbelievable.
So for the next week, we get to take cold showers.
Yeah, last night I tried to take a shower, guys, and it was like, sometimes it doesn't warm up. I had it a few times in Germany, and I let it ring for let it rain for 10 minutes, and it just didn't happen. And I was like, my feet were under it, but I have like a little sort of bench basically where I can sit on, which is outside of the water strain. And I was like, okay, it's still not getting warm. You know what? I'm just gonna put my hair under it so I don't have to wake up with gel in my hair, and then it's gonna be all good. This morning I was like, nice, I'm gonna take a shower. And it's still cold. And I wait for 5 minutes and it's still cold. I wait for 8 minutes and I was like, alright, I'm going in. And I go under it and I was like, ah! I felt like a man on fire. But then in a freezer, if that makes any sense.
I had the same experience today because like...
you know, by the time I was done, I was like, felt like the Incredible Hulk, man.
The exact same thing happened to me because I was like, I knew there wasn't going to be hot water, and I was like, all right, Ben, you got to get through this. You can't be smelly. And so I turned on the water, and I was like standing in the shower just like outside of the water stream. And then I was like, okay, we're going in. I go in. It's like, you know, it's just like wash as fast as I possibly could. And then like soap myself up. I turned off the water while I soap myself up. And then I turned it back on, and just one more time. I jumped back in. And finally we were clean, and it was the fastest shower I've ever taken.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that likes to like have a hot shower, sit down, like go to sleep in the shower.
Me too, man. Certainly if I ever drunk too much, then like the best thing ever is just to sit in the shower next day for 15 minutes and let it all rain over you and think about your sins of last night. And often I have a lot to think about. Hard is going to go for the next band once more, Ben, and for some reason he really wants to move out with Marines. Like, Hard, this is really not what you're supposed to do.
For the last 2 times he had gateway units outside my base when I did this. Maybe he won't this time, but in fact there are once more Marines out here. There is once more an incomplete bunker in his... Okay, then.
I have no idea why Hard keeps making absolutely ridiculous decisions with his Marines.
That was quick.
This just makes absolutely no sense. In the main base, everything was standard. There's not even a reason for him to build that command center in the main. Yeah, maybe he wants to trick his opponents because this is Hard. He's known for one base supply, so that makes sense. But Hard, at least when you fly over, at least please keep your Marines next to your natural until you at least have one bunker with 4 Marines up, and then you can send out 1 Marine. What's seriously the purpose in sending out 6 Marines, Ben? In that phase of the game, like if you send them out immediately, they will maybe meet like 3 Stalkers, and then it's still not good, but you can get like a big burst fire off and then run. But like this is so late. There were 4 Stalkers, 2 Zealots, a Sentry. Makes absolutely no sense.
There's not a good answer here, Kev. There's not a good answer. We are going to be moving on to our next game after Hearts takes out Tails 2-0.
I think it's going to be MMA versus Ragnarok.
What?
And I love me some MMA. I think everybody does. Even though some people say it's in a little bit of a slump, I would love to see MMA.
What? MMA is not a slump.
No, MMA.
Shame on you if you say that about MMA.
MMA is
MMA
born.
doesn't slump.
MMA is born in shape, and he will always.
MMA is born to play StarCraft like Happy Zerg's born to do push-ups.
And he's still doing them.
Guys, we're gonna take a quick break. MMA Ragnarok.
What are the odds of Happy Zerg doing push-ups right as we speak?
Pretty high.